Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back.
So for today's episode, we're going to be doing a little tweak on the Teryx here. We're going to be giving it a little 2-inch up.
2-inch lift. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yeah, been a while. Been busy.
Been busy.
Sorry, guys.
So, they say this is a 2-inch lift. These are shock bracket upgrades. So we have our front hardware. Let's put our front with our front and our rear with our rear.
There you go.
The question is it going to give you 2 inches?
Guess we'll have to find out.
I see an inch.
Yeah. You have a measuring tape?
Yeah, well, let's go get a measuring tape.
Yeah, one nearby.
Oh, it shouldn't be too far.
Shouldn't be too far.
Shouldn't be.
All right, just to give you guys an idea, this would be the rear. But he is right. It does not look like 2 inches here. So.
No, but this goes like this.
Yeah.
So you're going to go from this little hole to this hole.
Yep. So, got the tape measure?
That's not 2 inches. There's no way. 1.5 inches.
1.5 inch lift. All right.
They claim 2 inches because this is a 2-inch steel lift kit.
But
it doesn't even have a name brand.
perfect.
Perfect.
All right, so we'll install it anyways, see how it goes, and yeah, we'll see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, so we'll do the same thing we did with the brute force. So we'll measure a certain spot. In this case, I'm pretty sure we'll measure in 2 spots because front and rear.
Yeah. All right.
And we'll try and keep a mark to where we measured.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're going to start off with the rear measurement. We'll go right after the bend. So we have a clearing of 17 inches. So we'll mark it like this, 17 inches. Tape measure there. And in the front, we have 12 inches and 1/4 and 3/4. 12 and 3/4.
Sounds good.
So do you think we're actually going to get the 14 and 3/4?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. So let's get to it. So as we're lifting, we have to add a 4x4 on our jacks because it doesn't go high enough. So you just want to lift it so the wheels don't touch the ground. Give it a good 2 inches of clearance and let's not worry about it. So this is a 2018 model. The bolts for the rear is 11/16. Out of everything, 11/16 for once. So you have 2 bolts on each side, 1 on each side. And after these bolts are out, remember to clean. No mud between the brackets. You had to bring it dirty, didn't you?
Yep.
So we're going to take off these shocks. We're going to clean it up. And we will return on the installation method. As I'm getting ready to do this side, I got him cleaning away shock. Yes, we took out the shock. It's going to go a lot easier for us to do the lift. But yeah, right now this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to turn on this one, do it. Then we'll come back to this side on the install. I won't do the install on this side. Then we're going to hop to the front. Hey guys, so as you can see, he left a little bit of mud, so let's clean it off. I don't want mud on this because I want it to sit perfectly, right? So, simple. 1. And I think all the bolts are the same size here, so. Should have made myself a table. They're all the same. You put your bolt in, your spacer, and your nut. on the other side. Real easy, real simple. I'm not tightening anything down yet. I'll do both sides and then we'll tighten. As you can see, we made a lowrider out of this thing. And if you're still looking at the video at this point, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment away. We love hearing from you guys.
Alright guys, so by reinstalling it, we put the top back in because we had taken the shock off to clean it. So for this, just to give you a heads up, you're gonna have two washers, alright? So these two washers, you need one on each side of that shock mount right here. Alright? So we're gonna take the first washer, bring this in close. There we go. Put it in between here and there.
And remember to tighten everything down once everything is in place.
Yeah. Okay. Grab that. Install that in. There we go. That's in. I'm gonna grab the other washer, do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna put in about where it goes, push my bolt through.
Remember, sometimes you gotta play with your jack a little bit.
Yep, or with the tire. Alright, hold on, I don't have the washer anymore. Yeah, she dropped right in where I didn't want her to go.
Alright, so this is the
So here's the downfall of this, just to show you. So this bracket that we're putting in, the mount, it covers up the back, which would have been the perfect access to get to it. So take your time. If you drop the washer, you might have to do what I'm doing now, which is take the bolt out and then get to it again.
And remember, if you guys went the same route as us and took the shocks out to clean everything nice and neatly, remember which side your shocks go on.
Yes, put them literally side by side, exactly where they go. No pun intended on that.
It's gonna help you out in the long run. So we're gonna finish up with the back, tighten everything down, then we'll move to the front.
All right, guys. So we got the back end done, and
Give me my key.
it's gonna look pretty good.
Give me my key.
You want the key? There's the key.
So now for the front, it's 14. It's 14 mils. In the back, we started off with 11/16, ended up with 3/4. And if you're still watching at this point, leave a comment. It does a little thing for you, but a big thing for us. So, it's basically the same principle as the front.
Rear.
Rear.
Yep.
Take off your bolt. This is probably going to be spare parts from now on, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I don't think we're going to remove the shock on this side. We're just going to lift it up higher. We had to do it in the rear for the simple reason that nothing actually worked as we wanted.
When does it ever? So you're someone who's watched our videos before and you're back for more. So yes, after this thing is fully installed, this will no longer fit inside of my garage. So we're gonna have to figure something else.
Yeah, we're going to have to build you a tempo.
Either that or we're gonna have to go with that plan there with the roof.
The chop top.
Yeah, might have to.
I'm going to have to loosen your front springs because
Nope.
your front coils. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right.
So stick around and then we'll be back. We'll do this side with you guys. And then we'll go we won't film on the other side. We'll do it without you. I have a feeling we're supposed to, because this is what's stopping you. Loosen these bolts so that way we can adjust as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Because this is your sway bar, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cut.
All right. See you soon. So Basically, same principle as in the back, right? Bolt, spacer, shock. No. Lift it up a bit.
Too much?
Yeah, too much. Lower the jack a bit.
More?
More. I'll say when to stop. A little more. Okay. One little shot up.
One shot up.
A little more. Down. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so one.
Oh, where'd you go? Right there. On your right. There you go. Did you drop it again?
Yep. It's on the other side now.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I remember I told you guys not to tighten anything down until it's all set up, right? Now there is no torque specs for this stuff. So what we do when we have no torque specs, we tighten them as tight as we can. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. But that's my opinion. So this side is in, the other side is in. Now, instead of 14 mils, your head is now 15 and your rear is 14. So we'll tighten this stuff down, we'll bring it down, and then we'll measure it to let you guys know if we actually gain 2 inches, but I have a feeling we have, maybe a little more.
It's exciting to see.
So as you can see, guys, I'm 6'3", and this bike is taller than me now.
So we had 17 in the back before.
17. We're a 19 1/4, so you got 2 1/4 inch in the back.
So that got us more than we thought we would.
Yes, but don't forget, you're also going to go for a ride.
Yeah.
And when you do, 12 3/4 in the back we had, in the front we had.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 15 1/2. So we got more than 2 inches on this lift.
In the front.
In the front and in the rear.
Okay.
It's funny, eh? It didn't look that way.
No. Well, no, maybe we after the next few rides, we can remeasure. Maybe a difference with the weight inside the bike might offset the shock a little.
Oh, let me get it right, to be honest. $14.5.
There you go.
So 1 1/4 inches.
Yeah.
But everything's going to stabilize as you go and everything. So this does give you your 2 inches of clearance. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment. We want to hear from you guys. And there's only one thing left to do, but we don't need to film it. But we got to add these nice new little stickers that came with it. So have a good one. Peace out.